Let's talk Tanya for the 26th of Adar. In the last few days, we've been talking about how our mitzvahs, collectively, as a Jewish nation, we accomplish dira b'tachtonim. We fulfill God's original desire of having a home over here in this lowest physical world. In today's Tanya, the Alter Rebbe sums it up somewhat by saying as follows. We know that the soul comes down from where it is in Gan Eden, in paradise, in the highest spiritual levels before it comes down here into the body, and then the soul enters the body over here, which for the soul is a tremendous descent from its beautiful place of purity and holiness and spirituality and basking in the radiance of God, coming down here into a body which is filled with materialistic desires and ego, character flaws. Why? Why does this happen? Why does the soul come down over here? Even if the soul comes down over here, and even if somehow it manages to attain the status of tzaddik gomer, a tremendous holy tzaddik, who is excited and passionate about God and loves God dearly and does everything right, the soul is not approaching even a tiny percentage of what it experienced in the holiness and the spirituality it experienced in the higher worlds. The soul did not come down here for itself. In fact, the soul doesn't need to be rectified in the first place. The soul would have been more than content to remain in the higher worlds. Rather, the reason why the soul comes down here is to fix and to elevate and to rectify the world and the body. And that leads us to a very radical view of our bodies and of the world. It is the tendency of religions and religious people to say, well, the purpose is the soul, the purpose is spirituality, the purpose is holiness. My body and its desires, they're there. That's a challenge. That's an obstacle that I have to overcome, that I have to surmount. The world and everything that it presents and all the temptations, this is something which is there to challenge my connection to God. I have to survive the world. There is my service of God, and then there are the challenges to my service of God, which are presented by the world and by my body. Comes along the Alter Rebbe and says, no. The world is not a challenge to your service of God. The world is your service of God. The body isn't an obstacle to your serving God. Do you know why your soul came down here into the world? Not to survive the body, to elevate the body. This really changes the way we look at everything, the way we look at the world, we look at the body, and we realize there is no such thing as an obstacle to serving God. Instead, all there are opportunities to serve God. And every single time there's a certain place or a certain area in the world, in my body, which is devoid of godliness, which is dark, I have to realize the purpose is to bring light over there and to elevate it to holiness. That's not a challenge. That's the work. In tomorrow's Tanya, we're going to find out that although there are 613 commandments, there is one mitzvah that plays an outsized role in creating dira b'tachtonim, in creating a home for God. What is that mitzvah? You'll find out tomorrow.